guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serene, and today's video is all about how to start a clean makeup bag. It's a clean makeup bag starter kit, essentially. It's the new year, and I know a lot of people want to clean up their makeup and their skincare, so I thought this would be a fun video sharing some of my favorite clean beauty products and kind of where to start and what you can replace. Now, a couple tips when you're looking to switch out your conventional products with cleaner, greener beauty options is to really decide what are your no-no list. A lot of people start with mineral oils and synthetic fragrances. It's just something you're gonna have to research and decide for yourself what is right for you. There's a whole controversy between what really is clean beauty as well as clean beauty versus green beauty. Let's just talk about some of my favorite cleaner products on the market. I always say you want to maybe focus on your lip products first and your eye makeup because those are open orifices on your face, but we also want to remember that our skin does absorb anything that we put on it. I think the percentage is anywhere between 60 to 70-ish%. Now let's start with foundation. That's something that can be very hard to switch out from conventional because foundations are something that is very unique to each person and their preferences, their skin type. It really should almost be considered skincare. I have two really good ones that I really enjoy. The first one that you probably know if you watch my channel is the ILIA Beauty True Skin Serum Foundation. For me, this is a very good replacement for the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which is an all-time favorite of mine. I find that this foundation wears beautifully on my skin, still lets me look like it's my skin, but gives it a nice coverage. I would say it's light medium coverage. It works well with my combination dry and oily skin, and I don't have any issues finding a shade that matches me. I also show how this wears on me multiple times in my videos, but I do have a dedicated ILIA Beauty full face look, which I will link right here for you to watch. Slightly more affordable option and also more readily available through Ulta and Target is the PACIFICA ALIGHT Clean Foundation. This is oil-free, anti-shine, and satin finish. This is going to be more of a matte looking foundation and fuller coverage. Now, my only thing about this is I have a little bit harder time finding the perfect match for me. It does skew a little bit more on the orangey side for me. It comes in a pump, it's glass packaging, and Pacifica Beauty is vegan, cruelty-free, and cleaner. I'm someone who wears a tinted moisturizer pretty much most days out of the year, and what I found that really works for me that's got my SPF and some decent coverage is the Well People Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Biotint Multi-Action Moisturizer. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a moisturizer, but it definitely is a good physical SPF 30 with a nice solid light to medium coverage. Some people might argue it's not medium coverage. I find that it's plenty of coverage for me. It diminishes any redness, any discoloration, and makes me feel really put together. And I've got my protection. Now, I do want to make sure you're ordering from proper places because I did buy this a few years ago and had trouble with it. I didn't like it. It was kind of liquidy and weird, but if you look at this, it's not liquidy whatsoever. It's actually quite creamy, so I think I just got a bad batch. For me, concealer is something that I pretty much use almost every single day, and the one I reach for the most is the ALIMA Pure Concealer in the shade Echo. This is very similar to my favorite kind of creamy pot concealer. It's a little bit more emollient than some of the more mattifying pot concealers, but it builds up coverage really easily, and especially if you want to do layers of powder in between. I find that I can even get away with using this almost like a foundation if I'm traveling, and I just find that it works really well. It wears really beautifully, and the coverage is medium to full. Now, for those of you guys who love the NARS Radiant Creamy concealers or who enjoy more of that liquidy concealer formulation, I have two to share with you. This is from CLOVE Hallow in the shade 03, and I find that I can use this all over the face, kind of like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I really enjoy it. And another one that I also really like that might be a little easier for you to find at Ulta and Target is from Pacifica. This is their liquid coverage, full coverage lasting concealer. This one again has the doe foot applicator. It comes in a variety of shades. It wears really well, and it performs like the traditional liquid concealers that we are used to. Let's talk about powder foundations and setting powders. I don't have a bunch of setting powders with me, but I have some recommendations for you. Now, in terms of a powder foundation, I really like the ALIMA Pure Satin Matte Foundation Olive 1. This is a great replacement for all of your powder foundations. You can build up the coverage. You can get a medium to full coverage with this on how you build it up and the brush that you use. One of my favorite setting powders of all time, clean or not, is going to be the ILIA Beauty Soft Focus finishing powder. I don't have one with me because I ran out, but it's one of my absolute favorites. It's a translucent powder. They do have the tinted ones. I recommend the translucent one for a setting powder. It's beautiful, soft focus, sets your makeup all day, and you're good to go. My next step in my makeup routine is going to be brows, and one of my brow products I like to recommend is from ELATE Beauty. This is their brow balm, and I have the shade Smoke. This is going to be a tint and a gel in one. If you want a brow pencil, the one that I just used up is Kimiko. Kimiko makes a beautiful brow pencil that's very similar to the Kevyn Aucoin, to the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's got a spoolie on the end, and I've been using it the entire year. You can find it at Detox Market. I will actually find everything and link it for you in the description box. One of my favorite bronzers is going to be from ZUZU LUXE. This is the Mosaic Illuminator in medium. So this isn't technically a bronzer, but I find it looks beautiful on me, and there's different shades. So it's a really soft all over bronze, adds color, adds life. It's really foolproof. Now let's talk about some highlight products. I haven't really found any powder highlights that I absolutely love from Clean Beauty, but Clean Beauty really does liquid and cream highlights wonderfully. One of my favorite highlights this year is the Gabriel Liquid Radiance, and this comes in a roller ball, which makes it great for traveling, and you just roll it into the areas and use your fingers to blend it out. Easy to use and a little bit more affordable on the Clean Beauty side. And one of my absolute favorites is from ILIA Beauty. This is their Liquid Light. It's the serum highlighter, and the shade is in Nova. This is something that you might see at NARS, you might see at MAC, and you can build this up. You can use it all over the face. You can mix it into any of your foundations, your moisturizers. It really is a versatile mix-in product, but you can target, of course, the areas that you want to highlight, and it's so beautiful and it lasts all day. Blushes, I find Clean Beauty do cream blushes really, really well. The powder ones are a little hit and miss depending on the shade and the brand. One of my favorite multi-purpose products is going to be the Lila B Be Lovely Divine Duo Lip and Cheek. This is something that I reach for quite often. I put it on my cheeks, I put it on my lips, I'll even put it on my eyes because the formula is a cream, but it does dry down or set kind of matte. Then I have the ILIA Color Haze Multi Matte Pigment. This is not a surprise if you've been watching my channel. One of my favorite launches of 2019. This is in Stutter, one of my favorite shades. Stutter and Waking Up are two of my favorites that I would recommend checking out. And this is a matte cream that you can use on your eyes, your lips, your cheeks. It sets beautifully. It lasts all day. It blends out. You can sheer it out. You can build up the color. Now let's talk about some eyeshadows. Eyeshadows are actually kind of hard to find in the Clean Beauty market to really replace the ones we're used to in conventional beauty, but I think I did a good job in finding some to get you started. My favorite one that I think is going to be the most pigmented and similar to your conventional eyeshadows is going to be from ILIA. This is the Warm Nude palette. Now the issue with the ILIA eyeshadows is that while the formulations are very similar to conventional pressed eyeshadows, the challenge you're going to find here is variety in terms of colors. So there's only, I think, 2 or 3 palettes. So if you're someone who really loves a ton of different colors, a lot of different options, you're gonna struggle a little bit more when it comes to Clean Beauty for now. I have a feeling it's coming soon. So another palette I have to share with you is from AETHER Beauty, and they're doing some amazing things using gemstones and minerals to create their eyeshadows, as well as the fact that the packaging is going to be 100% recyclable. This is the palette that I picked up this year. It's called Rose Quartz Crystal Gemstone Palette. I don't reach for it quite as much because I personally am more drawn to the new one that came out Summer Solstice. So while I love this palette and the brand, I wish I picked up, or I waited and picked up the Summer Solstice palette. So these are a little bit pricier because of the ingredients and how it's manufactured. And then one that's a little bit more affordable and accessible is going to be from PACIFICA. This is the one called Pink Nudes. And I find that the Pink Nudes is a great starter as well. PACIFICA actually makes a lot of different eyeshadow palette options with more colors. Now, not all of the colors have the same color payoff. And I did do a Tester Tuesday using Pacifica Beauty. I also did do swatches of the ILIA one in my ILIA video. So I'm not going to go too in depth and swatch everything for you here because I have swatched them in other videos throughout my channel. When it comes to eyeliner, there are a lot of options in Clean Beauty, but my issue is something that they use in Clean Beauty. When it gets in my eyes, it can actually really hurt and sting my eyes. So when it comes to eyeliner, the liquid eyeliners that I really like that I haven't found an issue with are from ZUZU LUXE, and they have a lot of fun colors. ZUZU LUXE gives you color options, longevity, it wears really well, it doesn't rub off, it doesn't smear. Once it sets, it's on there. The brush is not my favorite brush. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but what I ended up doing was using my own personal eyeliner brush and just dipping it into the product, and I find I get more control. When it comes to clean mascara, I have a lot of trouble because if I'm washing it off, it usually burns my eyes. Now the two brands I really like, one is Lily and Lolo, their volumizing mascara. That is by far the best volumizing clean beauty mascara I've found on the market. Doesn't irritate, doesn't smear, doesn't smudge, doesn't do any of that weird stuff that mascaras can do. And then another one I really like is going to be ILIA. This is their Limitless Lash Mascara, and this one is going to be really great at holding a curl, giving you a lengthening and slightly volumizing, but if you want more volume, go for the Lily and Lolo. So this brush is that rubber spoolie, and then the Lily and Lolo one I'm talking about is a traditional spoolie, which is going to help grab and really give that volume. When it comes to lip gloss, my favorite one in Clean Beauty is the Kosas Wet Lip Oil Gloss, and it comes in a variety of shades. They do a really good job at creating a pigmented gloss that's clean, that feels nice, that's not sticky on the lips. I personally think you should maybe just pick up a clear one of the Kosas one, and then you can create a glossy look with any of your lipsticks. I think you get more bang for your money that way, and of course, when you're starting a Clean Beauty kit, find something that's going to be versatile, that you're going to get a lot of wear out of as you transition into Clean Beauty. I have a whole video on these Kosas Wet Oil Lip Glosses, so I will link that in the cards right now as well as in the description box if you're interested. When it comes to traditional lipsticks, some of my favorite brands are going to be from Kosas. This Kosas lipstick in Undone is one of my favorite go-to everyday shades. It smells like vanilla chocolate too, so I really love these, and it has a nice magnetic closure, very similar to the NARS Audacious lipsticks. Pigmentation's great, you can sheer it out, you can build it up, you have a lot of varieties of shades as well in this collection. Lip conditioner and the color block from ILIA Beauty. So I have the Rococo color block lipstick, and this is one of my favorite everyday shades in the color block. The color block formulation is going to be a little bit more of that cream sheen from MAC, and then the lip conditioner is going to be a little bit more sheerer, and this one is in Maybe Baby, which is one of my favorite everyday shades as well. This one's kind of like, I've kind of beat this one up a little bit. So depending on your preference, both of these wear lovely. You can build up, the color payoff is good, and it feels nice on the lips. When it comes to liquid lipsticks and long wearing products, I have two brands to share with you. This one is from CLOVE HALLOW, and this is their liquid lipstick in Fiesta. This is going to give you more of that long wear matte finish liquid lip look. The other one is going to be from Honest Beauty. This is their liquid lip, and they have a lot of different very mauve-y, browny, and pinky tones. So they don't have a lot of bold shades, but for every single day, if you're looking for that liquid lipstick, then check out Honest Beauty, which is also a little bit more affordable, and this is in the shade BFF. So that's everything I have to share with you in terms of switching out certain products in your makeup bag to clean up your makeup bag, and kind of a clean makeup bag starter kit for you. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you want to learn more about Clean Beauty, make sure you check out some of the other videos right here on this end screen. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, check back for new videos every Monday, Friday, and Saturdays. Bye!